Hello and welcome, and we are going live. This is Stephen, live from wonderful Wiltshire, England, and I'm just going to say hello. That worked first time. Okay, so welcome everybody. It is Wednesday, it is 6:30 in the UK, and this is Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire in England, and we say hello to Tam. Thank you for joining. Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire in England, and it's my pleasure to be here. The show today is Lights, Camera, Action with Stephen. Welcome to the show. This is all about live broadcasting. If you've any questions about live broadcasting, you're in the right place. And do tell me where you're watching from. Basically, I'm just nosy. Okay, now we're going to be talking during this series of shows about live broadcasting. I'm fortunate to have been live broadcasting for the last 10 years. I thoroughly enjoy it, and I keep coming back, and I keep broadcasting, and why not? We can. I mean, you can go live any time of day. The key thing, though, is to go live consistently. Now, I go live on TikTok on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 6:30. Two different topics. Monday and Tuesday are artificial intelligence and running and thriving, and then today is Lights, Camera, Action, which is all about broadcasting. Now, Lights, Camera, Action is a show that I've been doing for the last 3 years on Amazon.com. Every week I broadcast on Amazon.com, on the world's third largest website, selling, and I just thoroughly enjoy it. And I'm selling the camera that I'm using at the moment, which is Logitech Brio. I'm selling the Elgato Wave 3 microphone, and of course I'm selling everything that goes with it, including green screens. Now, if we look over here, this is what I look like normally. Yeah, this is my studio setup, and I've got a green screen in the back, which is why everything you're going to see from now on will work. We say to Detlef, welcome by uns, and thank you for joining. So I've got the green screen, which means that I can take an image and place it in the background. Simple as that. Okay, now this is a photograph that I took, which, oh, there's a tree there. There's the tree. Okay, because I'm using VCam software, I'll tell you the name of the software. It's VCam.ai. Return. So hello to JRust and to AFC, and thank you for joining, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching. It looks like I've got a tree growing out of my head. Okay, I'll change from this photo. Robster, hello. Will, hello. I'll change from this photo in a minute. This, as I say, I'm using background removal software, VCam.ai. Thank you for the likes, absolutely brilliant. And I just love, I mean, I've been using background software for years. It keeps improving, and now we've got to the stage where you can't see the join, you can see 10 fingers, you can move those fingers about, and you will get the occasional glitch. And is that Wiltshire behind me? AFC, gee, welcome. And the question is, what is that behind me? That is Avebury Stone Circle. So let's just type that in so that we all know. Okay, it is Avebury Stone Circle. Yeah, and we go there quite regularly. It's only sort of 25 minutes away. It's an easy drive. We even walked it before now. Peter, hello. So behind me is Avebury Stone Circle. Ah, yes. Have you heard about the haunted pub in Avebury? You can tell me. You can tell everybody. There is, well, the thing I do know is that the stone circle is so big, and it was built 4,500 years ago. Let's get that straight. The field behind me contains stones which have been there for 4,500 years. The circle actually encompasses the village. There's a village in the circle. Inside the village is a pub, which AFC is going to tell us about, and say hi to Joyce and hi to Issa. Welcome. And there's a pub inside the stone circle. There's a village. There's a pub in the village, and AFC may tell us. Mark, hello. AFC may tell us about the pub that's in the stone circle, because it is fascinating. It is. Is it the red? Is it the red? No, it's not the Red Lion, is it? Seems to ring a bell though. Okay, so that's Avebury Stone Circle. Now, what happened 4,500 years ago? A circle was built. It is not too far away from Stonehenge. Okay, but it's built at the same time as Stonehenge. I'll give you a view of the field again. I'm just to take this photograph. The red lion. It is the Red Lion. Thank you. Yeah, and we agree. We agree. My memory's not faulty, and you've confirmed that my memory's not faulty. So thank you. It is, and I'll check out the ghost later. So Pippa, hello. We're talking about Avebury Stone Circle, which is behind me, and Avebury Stone Circle is attached to, well, basically is the village. Then in the village is Avebury Manor. Now I'm just going to do something. I want to take something off just a moment, because we start off talking about confidence, but I actually want to show you another photograph. So I'm going to go here. Okay, now behind me, this is Avebury Manor, and Avebury Manor was built inside the stone circle, and it's all run by the National Trust these days. And you can go and visit the manor, you can go and visit the circle, you can go to the Red Lion, and Rams. And a question from AFC is saying, have you heard of the village of Ramsbury in East Wiltshire? No, I haven't. I've got to be honest, because you can tell from my accent, I'm not a Wiltshire lad. I wasn't born and bred in Wiltshire. I was born and bred in Burnley in Lancashire, the Premiership team. And then I spent a wonderful 13 years in Stratford-on-Avon, and then 13 years ago I actually came down to Wiltshire, and I'm learning. In actual fact, go Burnley FC, yes. In actual fact, they're going to do well this year, I hope. Fingers crossed. In actual fact, it is Wiltshire is a brilliant place. When I first arrived here and to be with Angelica, my partner, we had the idea of writing a book for German tourists in Wiltshire, and we visited 26 different sites in Wiltshire, and Angelica wrote a book. Hang on, I'm just going to type the title in, and I'm going to say it. I'm going to try and say it. Okay, Angelica wrote a book which was called Our Bezet von Wiltshire, which was an overview, a travelogue really, of Wiltshire towns. And it was written for German visitors to Wiltshire, of which there are many, because there are many German people who do live in Wiltshire because of the connection with the forces. So a lot of people came over from Germany to live in Wiltshire, and they still live here, and they still enjoy being here, and it's good. And I'm really and truly a Londoner, as I was born there ever. I spent many years living in Wiltshire. Okay, London is endlessly fascinating, brilliant place, and the capital city of our country. And Wiltshire, many years in Wiltshire. Good. Tony, hello. And thank you everybody for actually joining. So this is Avebury Manor, and it is, well, it's basically 17th century, I think. And London. Tony's voting for London as well. Okay. Right. Okay. I'm a southerner now. I'm an honorary Wiltshireman, and therefore part of the south. I started up in Lancashire and then came down to Warwickshire, and now I'm down in Wiltshire. So I love London. We're headed to Germany in just over a week's time, and it's the greatest city in the world, says Tony. And I think most people on here would actually agree with you, Tony, that it is the greatest city in the world. Yeah, I think we're on that. I haven't got any. Tony, if you want to some photos of London, I will actually show them as my backdrop, because the thing is, I can have any photograph as my backdrop, and if you want to send me some photos, please do. Yeah, in fact, what I'm going to do now, because I can whilst I'm live, is I'm going to follow you. Okay, so you have a new follower. I think am I following? Yeah, I think I'm following AFC. Must be. Okay, so thank you for watching, thank you for commenting, and thank you if you follow back. If you want to follow back, you don't have to follow back, but if you do, then I'm not going to annoy you. I'm live on TikTok Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, 6:30 every night, and that's it. That's basically my gig. My other gig is that I love video AI, and in particular I love a program called Heygen. And as luck would have it, just a minute, I'm just waiting till that comes through. I'm going to scroll down. I've typed it right. Quaz, hello, Heygen. And Heygen is the top program in video AI. And I'm basically doing a series about video AI. Let's just change the background for a moment. See if you recognize this one. Okay, where do you think I am now? Okay, well, I'm actually there with my head down. Calais, welcome. Okay, this, of course, behind me is a park run, and this is the start of the park run. Dan, hello. Shane, hello. And thank you for stopping for a moment, and thank you everybody who's actually joining. This is the park run. This is our local park run. This is Quakers Walk. Let's put the name in. Quakers Walk park run. Okay, behind me, this is the start. The thing I love about park run is you can meet hundreds of people. At the park run last weekend, there were over 200 people, and everybody's in a good mood because everybody's going to run 5 kilometres or walk 5 kilometres, and it's free. Every Saturday morning at 730 sites throughout the UK, you can do a park run. And all you need to do is to turn up at 10 to 9, yeah, with your trainers on and just go for it. Okay? Hello, Joseph. It's free to enter. It's run by volunteers, and all you have to do is become part of it. You can see a volunteer. If I can point that, you can't see my hand. The lady in the blue jacket is a volunteer, and she is at the back of the park run to help people get round. And the volunteers are just priceless. Yeah, I mean, I volunteer at the local park runs, which we've got 2. We've got Quakers Walk, which I've just mentioned. We've got Melksham and Angelica and I, RB Karting, hello. Angelica and I volunteer at park runs. And it's the greatest way to start your weekend, because you feel, once you've done a park run, once you've done 3.1 miles, you feel virtuous for the rest of the weekend. So, and park run is a British thing. Park run started in London at Bushy Park in 2005. Park run has been going 20 years. When it first went, in 2005, it was in Bushy Park, and there were 13 people. 13 people at the first ever park run. Now here we are 20 years later. And last weekend, 400,000 people did a park run. In fact, 400,000 people do a park run every week around the world. You can do park runs in England, Scotland, Ireland and Wales. You can go across to Holland or across to Germany or Italy. You can go across to Australia. You can go to New Zealand. You can go to Japan. Okay, we're going to Germany in September, and we're going to do 2 park runs, 2 new park runs. Because once you've got your barcode, yeah, you can park run anywhere in the world for free. You need that. What happens is You go around the course, you get to the end, your barcode is scanned, you're given a token, that is scanned too, and every time you do a run you get a time. It's not a race. All you need to do, or try and do, is to beat your last time. Hello. We're talking about park run, and we're talking about the park run behind me. We're talking about a lady who's volunteered, and if I go a bit further, you can see me head down, determined to actually finish the course. I'm on the left in orange there. Okay, so I'm actually on this photo. And then you've got people all the way by, and some people can do 5k in 17 minutes. And some people can do 5k in an hour and 7 minutes, and it doesn't matter a jot, because basically everybody's taking part, everybody's getting exercise and are out in the fresh air. Okay, let's go to another photograph, and where can we go? Let's go here. This is Salisbury Cathedral. This is a flower show at Salisbury Cathedral, which took place in June of this year. That's one of the exhibits, and the floor, you can see everything else in the photograph is part of Salisbury Cathedral, and it's basically, again, it's just 30 minutes from where Angelica and I live, and we're able to go there 4 or 5 times a year. Salisbury Cathedral in Wiltshire is a great place to visit, and if you're in the area, let me know, and we perhaps meet up there. But it is, I just love being in Wiltshire. I mean, I say I've been in Lancashire, I've been in Warwickshire, now I'm in Wiltshire. And Zuhair, welcome. And Lil, welcome back. Thank you for the likes earlier. Lil is back. Brilliant. And Joe and Sack. And just a minute, let me scroll this down here. User 3255, welcome. Okay, so welcome everybody. And Sean Belcourt, welcome to everybody who's watching on TikTok. In actual fact, if I go here, I can do this. Just a minute. If I scroll this lot, I've got everything sorted, apart from what I wanted to show you. Just a minute. I think it's there, yeah. Just a minute. Just a second. This may or may not work. Okay, so just a minute. I've broken it. I've broken my set. Wait a minute. I'll make some adjustments. Okay, just let me go here. This may or may not work. Just a sec. Don't go anywhere. This is running adjustments. I'm going to try and work this out. Just give me a sec. I've probably broken it now. Okay, I basically, I just want to say thank you everybody for actually watching live, and Dan and Caroline and Sack, thank you everybody. Okay, so this is Salisbury Cathedral, and the next one that I'm going to go to is here. Okay, would anyone like a coffee? This is Costa Coffee, and well, I shouldn't say that. You can make out the name though, can't you? You can make out the brands in the background. This is Swindon, and this is a shopping trip that we went on a couple of weeks ago, and I just decided to take a photograph of the cafe, and I thought that'll make Toby, hello, that'll make a good backdrop, and it does. Yeah, it's a very effective backdrop, I think. Okay, so you're getting a tour of Wiltshire. We've been to Avebury, we've been to Salisbury Cathedral, and now we're actually in Swindon, and it's just a beautiful part of the world. So much going on. Anyway, what I started to talk about was this, and let me go here. My biggest interest is in video AI using Heygen, as I said a few moments ago. And what I've done is I've recruited 2 avatars, Yola and Augustus. Now what's going to happen September, October, is that Yola and Augustus are actually going to be presenting on my behalf. We're going to be making videos using the avatars that I below. Now, if you go to my profile, you'll see the avatars in action, because it's one of the videos that I did this week. And Shatterworks, welcome. One of the videos I did this week includes both. Let's go here and hopefully get this to work. Yola is helping me present, and I've done a video starring Yola earlier today. Sunday, welcome. So I've got Yola is in the video, and I'm just going to put that back down there. And also in the video is Augustus, and together they are going to tell us all, the two of them working together with four of them. I've got 6 avatars. I've got 6 avatars, and these are 2 of them I'm introducing now. So you've got Yola and Augustus, and they're going to be starring in videos that I'm making. And this, the point about this is that what we're actually going to be illustrating is how you can use video AI in your live broadcasts, apart from on TikTok. Okay, you can put avatars on TikTok, no problem at all, but you can't play a video avatar, a video with avatars in. Just a, you know, you can't do it yet. Anyway, thank you everybody who's watching live. So it's from Yola you'll hear more from, and you'll hear more from Augustus as well. So thank you to both of them for actually joining. It's great fun working with avatars because you write the script and the avatars speak the words, and it's improving all the time. The avatars now speak with some emotion, yeah, and some energy. Yeah, that's the thing that Heygen been working on, is to actually get a video avatar who doesn't sound like a video avatar. Okay, and I'm all for that. Caitlin, hello. We're talking about video avatars. I've just introduced Yola and Augustus, who are joining me on my video avatar quest, and I want to say thank you for the likes, and if you're enjoying the broadcast, which I hope you are, then please do share. Sack, welcome back. And I don't think you've gone anywhere, actually. You've been there a while. I noticed people have been for a while. I followed 2 people, and hopefully they will follow me back. And all's going well at the moment. Coldplay, welcome. Okay, so we're going to go from Costa Coffee. We're going to move from Costa Coffee now. I'm going to go over to, we've done, just a reminder of where we've been. We've been to Avebury, the Stone Circle. We've been to Avebury, the Manor. We've been to Park Run. We have been to Salisbury Cathedral, and we've just been to Costa Coffee in Swindon. I'm not sure what this one is, just a minute. Oh, that's just one I like. That one works quite well. Okay, let's come back to here. Oh, wait a minute before I go. Behind me, this is the Park Run course at Quakers Walk. And basically that's where everybody finishes. Everybody finishes just behind that sign. And Saturday morning, 9 o'clock, join 400,000 other people around the world doing a park run, which is a British institution. And we say hello to Bon Bon. And thank you everybody for actually watching, Zach as well. And thank you for the likes. And thank you just for being here. Okay, this is Stephen from wonderful Wiltshire, England. Ostensibly, we're talking about lights, camera and action, which is everything to do with cameras, microphones, action, which is park running. Okay, for a note, I'm using a camera which is above me, which means I've got to keep looking up, which I'm trying to. That's the big thing about an avatar though. An avatar always looks at the camera. So we've got that's a learned skill for us. So I'm using the C920, so the Brio camera, the Logitech Brio camera, the Elgato Wave 3 microphone, and a green screen behind me. And if you join me on Amazon.com on Tuesdays at 3:10, you can buy them. Okay, but I'm not suggesting you do that at all. Okay, and I want to say thank you to Tony, and thank you to AFC. Okay. And I'm going to check out Ramsbury, which AFC told me about. I'm going to check out the story about the Red Lion as well. And okay, Wiltshire is one of the Max. Welcome. I don't think it's the Max Verstappen though. Okay, I think it was a Max Verstappen. Okay. One of my favourite things about live video is that the only person you can be on live video is yourself. You can't pretend to be somebody else. It doesn't work. If you do live video and put on an act, then the only person you're fooling is yourself. You're not going to fool the audience. Yeah? People can tell when you're faking it. So be yourself. And the thing is that over time, the more you do this, the more that you actually broadcast live, the better you get. And if you start and you don't really want to do it, just go for it. Just do. Well, if you're afraid of going live, what you should do is this, simple and straightforward to do. Let's come back to me so you know I'm being serious. Okay. If you are thinking of being my side of the camera, get your lighting right so you don't have a shadow. Yeah. And that's basically, that's what the background removal does. And the images takes, and you don't know I've got a shadow, but if I switch everything off, you know I've got a shadow. Basically, the simplest thing you can do to get more confidence on video, the simplest thing you can do is to actually get yourself on camera, get yourself comfortable, look at the camera and press the record button. Okay, that's it. Press the record button. Now, the thing about doing that is you're actually, and have something ready to talk about. And if you're going to talk about anything on live video, make sure that you're passionate about it and you know about it. Yeah, if you have a passion for what you're talking about, then that will come across and people will feel your passion. People will feel your energy through this live video. Yeah, and it is basically get a topic, press to practice, and then come on camera in the TikTok live studio, of course, and just press the record button. And the tricky bit is the next bit is you do the recording, say just 5 or 10 minutes, just talking to the camera. Okay, look at the camera and talk to the camera. And then you take that recording and it's going to frighten the life out of you because you're going to hear yourself, you're going to see yourself, and you're going to think, you're either going to think, I can work with that, or I can't. Now, if you can't, if you don't like it totally, then speak to somebody who can help you gain a presence on camera and camera confidence. If you think you can tweak it, then just tweak it. Yeah, camera confidence is a learned skill. Yeah, we weren't born with the ability to go on live video. It's something we work on. And I work on it every day. Every day I go live, I'm actually hoping to get slightly better. And the thing is, I am now, I think I can say, confident on camera. Say hello to Becky and Raoul and De Leon. Bonsoir. Guten Abend. Bonne nuit. Because I know I have German and French viewers. I've got a German lesson tomorrow night with Angelica. So I am learning German. I've been learning German for quite a few years now. And my French is good because we used to go on holiday every year to Fréjus in the south of France. So I lay claim to 3 languages, English, French and German. Okay, although I can read English, French and German, I can't actually speak them fluently, but I am trying. And I mean, that's it. When you go abroad, if you know enough to get by, then people will help you. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, in Germany and France, virtually everybody speaks English, so you don't have to try too hard, but just try and speak. Anyway, back to the camera confidence thing. I was looking for something over here, and just let me find this, and it should be somewhere down here. Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm in search of the perfect broadcast. It's not going to happen. I know it's not, but I'm searching for the perfect broadcast, because the thing about live broadcasting is nothing ever goes perfect. Let me go back here, and I've got, that's camera small, that's confidence video. I think, where's my thank you gone? That's hiding now. Okay, I'm looking for something. I've got it down here, I think. Oh, let's go here for a minute, and go here. Okay, and I think I've lost something. Right, camera confidence. Sorry about that. Camera confidence is a learned skill, yeah, and you can learn it. The other thing you need for live video is the ability to improvise, just like comedians do, because things are going to go wrong. You've got stage directions go wrong, photos don't show. Be prepared for everything. And hello, Alan and Raul. Be prepared for anything on a live video. Anything can happen and probably will. Okay, and Emma Louise, welcome. And okay, that's Emma Louise is here. Okay, Raoul's here. Emma Louise is gone. Okay, I love it when people drop in and drop out again. So let's bring back, because the shadows are getting longer, and we're going to go here. Behind me is the River Thames in Cambridgeshire or Oxfordshire, and I think again this just works as a backdrop. This is a pub. If you recognise the pub, let me know. Trojan, welcome. If you recognise the pub, just let me know. But I think the ability to use photographs in broadcasting is very, very handy indeed. Now, ostensibly, when I started this, let me go here, and I'm going to switch my camera off. Hopefully this, I'll not break it. Just a minute. Let me see if I can bring this to the front. Wait, I know what I'm going to do. Just give me a second. I've got this sussed. A bit of work, and I can do this. Okay, so I'm going to disappear, and I'm going to put this camera on. No, not that. Oh, well, let me turn the camera off. Ah, I thought I cracked it then. Right, so now I've got two cameras, one voice, and now I should be able to turn this camera off. There we are. Okay, I knew I'd get there in the end. Okay, now talking about lights, camera, action, which is the show, yeah. The whole thing is about camera confidence. It's about which cameras to use, which microphones to use, how to choose a subject to actually broadcast about, the topics you can broadcast about, the run of show, and then practice. Scheduling a broadcast is important, building a brand. You can do anything with live video. It's far easier to achieve a big audience with live video than any other way. It is, Joe, hello. It is something that you need to work at. It doesn't come overnight. You have to practice, you have to want it. You've got to put the hours in. And I'm going to change my background again, just a minute. This should work. I'm going to bring a bit of sunshine in. Behind me now is Noosa in Australia, and I took this photograph again. So there you are. So, Amy, welcome, and thank you for dropping by for a minute. You're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire, England. This is Lights, Camera, Action. Stephen, welcome to the show. and it is Wednesday, and just to show that I'm live, it is 19:04. So 4 minutes past 7 at the moment. It is, oh, the weather's changed, hasn't it? The weather, we've had sunshine for 2 months, or it seems like we've had sunshine for 2 months, and now it's raining cats and dogs. Today in Wiltshire, it poured down. I kid you not. Water was running off everywhere. Roundabouts are flooded. The weather has certainly taken a change for the worse. The gardens are happy, but it's not the same when you can't go out in t-shirt and shorts now. Okay, we are heading towards autumn, and things have got to change. I've got my jeans on for the first time today. I know you can't see because I'm sat down, but I put my jeans on. Anybody else put their jeans on today? Okay, Bob, hello, and thank you for joining from my posts. Thank you. System works. I love it when a plan comes together, and I want to say thank you to, just let me go over here. Remember, thank you for joining Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire, England. And this is the essence of the broadcast. Lights, camera, action with Stephen. Everybody's welcome. We're talking about camera confidence, cameras, microphones, subjects, topics, run of show. Thank you for following me. Thank you for the likes. And Alex, welcome. Thank you everybody who's actually dropping by. And we're talking about practice and scheduling. Now, I want to come to this. And I think the thing that I love, I'm just going to come over here. I'm going to take that off screen. I'm going to switch this camera on, and I'm going to switch that camera off. I've got myself leg locked. Just a minute. Right, so we're back to one camera now. Alex, hello. Remember, hello. We're back to one camera. All is good. Okay, the thing I love about TikTok is the way that it's gamified and the way in which you can actually reach out to an audience and be seen. Visibility on TikTok is totally different from Facebook. I just want to talk about this for a minute. If I go live on Facebook, on my profile and on my business pages, I can guarantee you one thing. Nobody will see me live. And I can't schedule it everywhere. On TikTok, it's perfect. I schedule this broadcast to go live on Wednesday at 6:30 and I schedule it on Tuesday. Yeah, step one. Step two is I post a video on Wednesday morning saying I'm live tonight at 6:30. Step three is that having scheduled the video for 6:30, I can link 6 videos to it, and whenever anybody looks at my profile or is watching a video that I've posted in the last week or so, yeah, they will see that I'm live at 6:30 and come and join. So my audience tonight is made up of people who have come to watch, who've been, well, they're inquiring minds, and they've decided that to come and find out what this guy's doing. And lights, camera, action with Stephen, all about live video. Raoul, thank you for staying around. Sax, thank you for staying around. It is important. Oh, the gifts. I want to say thank you to Banana Boy. Thank you for the gifts. Brilliant. Okay, thank you for the gifts. That's what this is all about. It's basically, I just love the fact that I can go live on TikTok anytime that I like, but I actually go live on Mondays, Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 6:30. I can advertise that fact, and Alexa, hello, I can advertise that fact and people will come along and watch, and I can broadcast, well, I can broadcast as long as my voice holds out. And this basically, until my script runs out. Now, I did this without a script. I mean, I turn up here, I rock up at 6:30, and I've just got a couple of ideas for what I'm going to talk about, and then we just go from there. You don't have to have a script for a live broadcast. What you do have to have is 3 things. Enthusiasm. Okay, you've got to want to do this. You've got to, Eric Willow, you've got to want to leap out the screen and actually let people know that you enjoy doing this. 2, You've got to have a topic that you're passionate about, something you're talking about. I'm passionate about live video. Live video is the best way to reach an audience, the best way to tell your stories, the best way to promote your business or your charity or cause is live video. And if you can do it with the assistance, let's just go back here a minute. Meet my two new co-hosts. That's Yola and Augustus. Eric, hello. They're all going to be helping me. They are video avatars. They're going to be helping me through September and October. You're going to hear about it here first. But if you want to check out what an AI video avatar looks like, on my profile, you can see my two latest creations. I did another one today with 6 video avatars, and it's only 3.5 minutes long. But it's the benefits of using video avatars and how you can use them in your business. And I just got carried away with it. And that's what I love, getting involved in things and actually running with them and pushing them. And that's what I'm going to do. So watch out, world. We're going to be talking video avatars. We're going to be talking AI Run Thrive, everything to do with live video. And thank you everybody who's watched tonight. It's been my pleasure. It's been my pleasure to be live from wonderful Wiltshire in England. I want to say thank you to Sack for staying. Thank you to Raoul for staying. Thank you to Eric for staying. I will follow you all. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. And I hope sincerely to see you all again soon. Have a great time. Bye for now. And if I press this button here, I can say that's a wrap. That is definitely a wrap. Catch you later.
My name is Anne, and I'm here as part of Stephen's team. And I'm pleased to be here, and we will be chatting soon.
My name is Jessica, and I'm here as part of Stephen's team. And I'm pleased to be here, and we will be chatting soon.
My name is Onat, and I'm here as part of Stephen's team. And I'm pleased to be here, and we will be chatting soon.
My name is Yola, and I'm here as part of Stephen's team. And I'm pleased to be here, and we will be chatting soon.
My name is Augustus, and I'm here as part of Stephen's team. And I'm pleased to be here, and we will be chatting soon.
My name is Hada, and I'm here as part of Stephen's team. And I'm pleased to be here, and we will be chatting soon.
Hello and welcome. This is Stephen, and we are live. I'm early. I've gone live a minute early. What's going to happen? I suppose that's the first thing. When you do go live, you've got to have a preset time, and you've got to broadcast at that time. Hello, David. So going live a minute early is not a problem. Going live a minute late is a different thing entirely. Going live 10 minutes late. Always try and go live at the time that you said you would, because people get notifications and people set aside time. This is paying respect to people who actually come and watch your live broadcasts, because it's important, because you're spending your time chatting, but they're spending their time listening. So just be respectful of everybody. That's the best way to go. Okay, it's Wednesday. It is now officially 6:30, and we say hello to Albert and to everybody who's joining. Thank you. And the thing is, people come and people go. Now, I've got this show today. I have a show tomorrow night, and then I'm on Monday and Tuesday next week. Then I'm going on holiday. So this is the week before the holidays, and you get into basically you get into holiday mode. Hello, Sam. You get into holiday mode, yeah, and holiday mode is you slowly switch off and you slowly slow down, and that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm basically winding down so that we can go on our holidays and just forget all about live broadcasting for the 2 weeks that we're away. Be no cameras, no microphones, just the two of us on holiday, and that will be perfect. That's what we're aiming for, is to have a great time away. Now, it has to be said that actually we always go with a purpose, and as you know, we're park runners. Park run event takes place 730 locations in the UK, every Saturday, 9 o'clock, free to enter. But Parkrun is international. And whilst Parkrun started 20 years ago in Bushy Park in London, it is international. And we are going to Germany. And there are park runs in Germany. So we're going to do a park run in Hamburg. And we're looking forward to visiting. We're flying over there, and then we're going on the train, and we're going on the bus, every mode of transport, and say hi to people are joining all the time. So hi to Dave, Northern Ireland food blogger, hello, Matty, hello, Rod, welcome, M, welcome. So we're going to do 2 park runs in Germany. Now, the thing is that once you've got, just a minute, I've put my jumper on, it's darn cold. Going to start complaining. Okay, once you've got your barcode from parkrun.org, you can run anywhere in the world for free. So people, you don't have to book. All you have to do is to be at the start line 10 minutes before the start. You get the introductory briefing, and then the starting gun goes, or somebody shouts go, and you start running, and you run the 5 kilometers, 3.1 miles, and trying to do your best time, wearing your Garmin and tracking your time. And that's it. I mean, that's what a park run's about. It's about turning up at 10 to 9, listening to the briefing, and then go. Okay, now you can either go and run. Okay, some people can do a park run in 17 minutes. I'm not one of them. Mahasalo. We're talking about, and I always talk about, so I'm going to put it in here. We're talking about park run. Okay, if you Google it, you'll find a park run. If you're in the UK, there are 730 park runs in the UK. You'll find one near you. And then all you need to do is register to get your barcode. Once you've got your barcode, you're away. SMK, hello. Once you've got your barcode, you're away. And you can go and run anywhere in the UK or anywhere in Australia, New Zealand, Japan, and Germany. And we're going to be doing 2 park runs in Germany in September. And that's basically, well, you've got something to aim for. So park run in Hamburg, I'm really looking forward to. Hello, Shannon. So I'm looking forward to the park run in Hamburg because Hamburg is Germany's 2nd largest city, and it's going to be a blast. We've never been before. We have been to Berlin, we've been to Dresden, but we're actually going to Hamburg, and we're going to spend 2 weeks in Hamburg and surrounds, visiting Angelica's brothers, Mohammed, hello, but doing the 2 park runs. Yeah, it gives an initial bit of, well, it makes it rather special. So that's the run part of today's broadcast. Angelica and Stephen are going to Germany to do a park run in Hamburg and a park run somewhere else. I've forgotten where, but Angelica knows where we're going, and that's all that counts, really. If one of you knows where you're going, David, hello. So park run is going to be this coming, well, in September, really. Okay, thank you for joining, everybody. This is AI Run Thrive talk show with Stephen. This is episode 30B. Come back to that in a minute with Stephen Healy. I'm based in Wiltshire in England. I live close to, just a minute, I can actually show you where I live close to, because if I go here, I live close to here. I live close to Stonehenge. Let's just take the TikTok picture off, because TikTok is the perfect platform. And Davey, hello, and Miss Lynn, hello. I live close to here. We live about 30 minutes away, and we manage to go there 4 or 5 times a year. Of course, you all know where this is. This is Stonehenge, and it's just Stonehenge is a very special place to visit. When you actually go there, there's a feeling on the way to the site. I mean, basically, you used to be able to drive to Stonehenge, park across the road and just walk across. You can't do that anymore. There is a purpose-built visitor centre which is a mile away from the stones. Now you've got a choice. You can either catch a bus to the stones, okay, which is included in the ticket price, or you can walk. And if you walk, you're on what used to be an air road, and you walk up the road and you can't see Stonehenge because there are woods between you and Stonehenge. So you're walking up and you're just in the middle of a field, well, in a road in a field, and it's just a very pleasurable walk when it's fine. It's a bit soggy when it's wet, but you actually walk up, you go up a hill, and then you get to the top of the hill, and then you're coming down slowly, and as you're coming down, Stonehenge gets closer and closer. Yeah. Now, if you're a National Trust member or an English Heritage member, you can get access for free. Okay. Now, we're National Trust members, have been for a number of years, and so we can park at the visitor centre for free, and then we can walk all the way to the stones and get close up. Now, you can't actually walk around the stones, apart from summer solstice and winter solstice, when you may well be joining Gwee Racing, hello, and Chris Blackwell, hello, and Jemson, and Free C, B, Rebecca, Tony. So the thing is that with the backdrop, I can actually show you what I'm talking about. So if you just drop in, you think, well, he's talking about Stonehenge, and I can then say that I live 30 minutes away from Stonehenge. Okay. And you can't actually walk and touch the stones apart from summer solstice and winter solstice. So 2 times a year, you can go to Stonehenge early in the morning, you can watch the sunrise, and you can touch the stones. And that's the Druid ceremonies take place at the same time. B, hello, and Rebecca, hello. Thomas, hello. And you can get close to the stones. You can walk amongst the stones. You can actually touch the stones. Most of the year, you can walk around the outside, yeah? But on those 2 days of the year, summer solstice and winter solstice, you can actually walk amongst the stones. It is, I suppose mystical is the right word. It is a mystical place to visit. And if you're in the UK, then it is straight to Salisbury railway station, and then you can get a bus there. If you're in London, you can get a bus directly from London, which will take you to Stonehenge. It will also take you to Salisbury Cathedral and to Avebury possibly as well. Easy to get to, plenty of good transport links will take you to Stonehenge. And thank you for the likes, and thank you everybody who's watching me live. Awesome. Thank you for the follows. Jacob, hello. Mia, hello. And thank you for the likes, Mia, and thank you. So Stonehenge, it is, if you're not a member, it can be expensive, yeah, because it's about, don't quote me on this, hey, Mia, hey again, it can be about £30 to get into Stonehenge, which is £60 if there's 2 of you. But if you're a member of English Heritage or the National Trust, then basically you can get in for free. Okay, you can park for free, you can get in for free. You can get a bus to Stonehenge from Salisbury. You can get coaches from London. Nico, hello. It's just worth a visit. If you get the chance to actually go to Stonehenge, somebody says, what do you think about going to Stonehenge? Just say yes. It is an experience. It is one of the 7 wonders of the world. It was built 4,500 years ago. They still haven't worked out exactly how, although stones came from Wales and they came from Savernake Forest. Now, 4,500 years. How did they get the stones to Stonehenge is got to be the big question. And Lil, hello. And Dr. Ronnie, hello. My apologies. If I mispronounce anybody's name, then my apologies. Okay, I'm trying to read and talk at the same time. But Stonehenge, put it on your list of places to visit. You will not regret it. I mean, we go there 4 or 5 times a year. The thing is that you get, included in the ticket is the visitor centre. Now, the visitor centre is an exhibition going back 4,500 years and describes how Stonehenge was built, where the people lived, where the people came from. The people came from England, Ireland, Scotland and Wales and Europe. Okay? Pottery has been found from Europe. So even 4,500 years ago, people travelled from country to country. Yeah, it's just incredible. I mean, what we do now and take for granted, they actually did as well. All that time ago. Sin, hello. And Super Andio, hello. And I'm going to say Dr. Ronnie's name correctly now. Okay, and Lil, thank you for staying. And Sin, thank you, welcome back. So Stonehenge, do it. Go to Stonehenge. Okay, now the next one I'm going to talk about, because I'm in a talking mood tonight. Behind me is Laycock Abbey. Just a minute, let me just type that in. Right, so I've typed the name and it's Laycock Abbey. Those are Laycock Abbey grounds. Now we've got to go back. We've got to go back over 500 years to King Henry VIII. And at the time of King Henry VIII, the land behind me belonged to Salisbury Cathedral, but also it was actually a nunnery. It was basically a teaching place for nuns, a religious centre, and the lands around the nunnery still form part of it. And it's just the most beautiful place, as you can see. This is my photograph of Laycock Abbey. And say hello to Christina and to Wallace and Kit and Sola and Suze and Zek. Thank you for joining. You're watching, and say hi to Sola. Welcome back. Anik, hello. This is Laycock Abbey grounds, and it was a nunnery, a place where nuns were trained. And then came Henry VIII, King Henry VIII, and he decided on the dissolution of Catholic churches in the UK. And the churches were closed down, the abbeys were closed down, and the nunnery was closed down as well. So all the religious properties in the UK were closed down. This behind me, Laycock Abbey, became part of the King's estate then, and the King gave it as a reward to one of his knights. He gave the King gave this as a reward to one of his knights, Laycock Abbey. So that went from being a nunnery to being the property of King Henry VIII to being a private house for Lord of the Manor. And it stayed that way. And it was sold on from one person to another until we get to the present day. Well, we get to sort of 1940s. Well, the 1850s. Let's go to the 1850s. So 1500s, King Henry VIII, and then we're going to the 1850s. Now, the house was bought by a gentleman called Henry Fox Talbot. Let me just type that in for you. All typos are my own. Okay, I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see it properly. Just a minute. So, in the 1850s, or thereabouts, Imbar, hello, Pedro, hello, Philippe, and Stephen, and Guima, thank you for joining me live. We're talking about Laycock Abbey, and I'm talking about a gentleman called Henry Fox Talbot. Henry Fox Talbot was a scientist and a photographer. And he took the first ever photograph. First ever. Henry Fox Talbot took the world's first ever photograph. He did it with a camera that he designed, and he took a picture of a window. Now the picture he took is actually in the Henry Fox Talbot Museum at Laycock, which is behind me, and it's the first ever picture in the world, and that's incredible. And it's just half an hour from where Angelica and I live, and we were there 2 weeks ago. It's just a fascinating place. Say hi to user 1972, welcome back. Alex, hello. Joe's hello, and Raz, welcome. Okay, so Henry Fox Talbot, the world's first ever photograph. Okay, and it's because of Henry Fox Talbot that I'm sat here tonight, and you can see me. You are watching moving pictures. I am using a webcam, which is a camera which can take 30 pictures a second. Okay, 30 FPS, 30 frames per second. And the camera, which is a Logitech Brio, by the way, captures 30 photographs every second, and then it sends those photographs using TikTok Live Studio to TikTok. And then TikTok, the software at TikTok, takes the 30 photos and turns them into a video. That's how video works. Video is individual images brought together to give moving pictures. So that when I do that, it's sending 30 frames to actually show you that I'm moving my hands. But it all began behind me at Laycock Abbey with Henry Fox Talbot, a name to remember, taking the first ever photograph in the world. And there is a Henry Fox Talbot Museum, which is in the grounds behind me, and you can visit that museum and you can see cameras from the first ever camera to cameras today. You can go on a journey through the history of photography. And in addition to that, they have regular exhibitions, and you can basically enjoy the exhibitions, which change about 4 or 5 times a year. So going to Laycock, you're actually going to a National Trust property, which was a nunnery, which then became private, which then became the home of photography. You're actually able to walk in the grounds, and you can walk around the grounds, and then you can go out into the town. And the town itself, the town of Laycock, is a magnificently preserved village. It's like a village from the Cotswolds. It's all stone. Now let's catch up with what's going on before I carry on. What I need to do, if this works, it'd be good. Just a second. What I need to do is to take a break. I'm still here. Say hi to Joe, Encandle, welcome, Raz, Lindy, and everybody, welcome, and thank you for watching me live. And awesome, we've reached 100 viewers and 1,000 likes. Team, my camera, I'm still here, as you can tell, but I just switched my camera off for a moment, which allows me to take a little break, and this is why. I've got to let you in on a little secret. Okay, this is what I look like. Okay, this is my studio behind me, and you can see the shadows. This is my studio. I've got a Logitech Brio camera. I've got the Elgato Wave 3 microphone, and Maison, bonsoir. And Matt, welcome. Say hi to Matt, and thank you for joining. So you've got a green screen. You've got a Logitech Brio camera, you've got an Elgato Wave 3 microphone, and then because I've got the green screen, I can go like this, and I can bring up Stonehenge, I can bring up Laycock Abbey, and I can tell stories about those, and I can bring up, oh, what's this one? Okay. This is another National Trust property. This is the Courts Garden. Okay, so I'm talking about travel in England. And thank you, George17, for the like. And say hi to George, hi to Cheesy, Banana, and welcome everybody. David, welcome back. I love green screens. We've now got to this. I've been using green screens for the last 6 years. We've now got to the stage where green screens are perfect. I can actually move my hands about and you can still see fingers and thumbs. Okay, there isn't a big shadow around my head. They just work. Okay, and Sharon, welcome. And that's why I love green screens. So let's go to another photograph and bring a couple of things together. In February 2024, last year, Esther, hello. In February 2024, we went to visit my son, James, and his wife, Karen, in Brisbane, in Australia. The photograph behind me is of a place called Noosa in Australia, and it will come as no surprise to you, probably not, that Noosa actually has, just a minute, I'm just trying to find something. Noosa actually has a park run. Okay, so Noosa has got a park run. This is the apartment that we stayed at whilst we were in Noosa. And on a Saturday morning, Australian park runs, because of the temperature in their summer, start at 7 o'clock. So at 5:30, I've got a message coming in. I say hi to Esther and everybody who's joining. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for watching. You're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire, England. I'm going to say hi to Isa and to May. Welcome. Eduarda. Welcome. Marty. Say hi to Marty. Esther, everybody. Snow Girl. Sorry, I didn't realise that you passed through. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for watching live. This is Stephen from wonderful Wiltshire, England. And we're talking, I'm in Australia at the moment. I'm in Noosa. I'll type that in for you. Just a minute. Right, so this is Noosa in Australia. I've just typed it in. And we went a park run, 7 o'clock in the morning. Park runs in Australia start because it gets hotter as the day goes on. And I really enjoyed it. And we did the park run. Now, the beautiful thing about the Noosa park run is it starts at a school, then it goes through, winds for 1.5 miles through a forest, and then it ends up, and all you can see is beautiful white sand, a beach. Okay, so you've got a beautiful beach, you've got clear blue water, and you just run 1.5 miles, and you can see it before you. And what do you do next? You turn round because you've got to run back. So we knew where the beach was then. And Daniel, hello. So if you want looking for a park run with a difference, a park run as a beach that goes through a forest, then Noosa Park Run is the place to go. And if you're just joining us, talking park run, and Gallica and I are looking forward to our next park run, which is in, well, we've got to go to our own park run first, and then our next park run after that will be in Hamburg in Germany. So we're quite looking forward to being in Hamburg in Germany. We'll be bringing photos of that back, and I'm going to show you a photograph now. Just a minute. Okay. Now, we've had the most incredible summer. July and August were warm, very warm, up to 30 degrees at times. We've now gone into September and it's got cooler, which is natural, is the way of things. But in January, it's going to get even colder. Now, behind me, this is where I live. Okay, not on the canal. This is a canal. Okay, and you can see the lock gates and you can see the canal behind it. And we're waiting for a boat to come in, a barge to come in and say hi to Cat. Okay, so this is the Kensington Canal, and it's basically runs, this canal, which is man-made, was built to take goods from Bristol to London. Now, ships from America loaded with cotton would land in Bristol, and then the goods would be taken off the ships and put onto barges, and the barges would travel from Bristol to London along one waterway, because this river behind me, this canal behind me, flows into the River Thames. So, Annie, hello, it flows into the River Thames. So you can go from Bristol to London. Okay, let me come back again. But on this particular morning, as you can see, the canal is frozen. It was so cold. Alicia, hello. Weston, hello. It was so cold that the canal froze over. Yeah? And by the canal on this side, you can see a path. Well, that's where I do my training for running. Wearing my Garmin, I run along the path which is there. Okay, and I do a 5-mile run down and back. Okay, this is so close to where I live. It's about 2 miles away. This is the Kensington Canal. Behind me on this side is a good old English pub with a car park which you can visit any day of the week. And basically, you can get a boat. You can hire a boat, and you can travel the Leeds and Liverpool. The Kensington Canal. I'm going to type that in. Let's just try, because we. Just a minute. Just give me a second. Nearly there. Behind me is the Kensington Canal, which runs from Bristol to London, and goods used to come off the ships from the States, unloaded onto barges, and the barges took the goods to London to be sold. That's the way it used to be. That's basically a transatlantic, say hi to share a table app. Share a table app. Brilliant. Okay. Just a minute. I just want to take a second. Jake, hello. I'm just going to follow share a table app. I've done it. Okay. Thank you for the like. Hi. Hello. We're talking about, I've frozen. I have frozen. Okay, I'm back now. I froze for a second. I got too excited. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the prezzies, and welcome back. Okay, you're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire in England, and this is the shows AI Run Thrive, episode 30B, which means it's a Tuesday show. And hello, and we're just talking about behind me is the Kensington Canal, which runs from Bristol to London, and it's a distance of about 150 miles. And that's basically, you can actually hire a barge and you can go on holiday on the Kensington Canal, and you can get away from it all. And the good thing about the canal behind me was built by Irish navvies. Thank you, sounds very intriguing, said Jay. The canal behind me is man-made, and it's about 4 foot deep, and it was dug by Irish navvies, Irish navigators. So the workers came over from Ireland. All they had was pickaxes and spades, no excavators in those days. We're talking the 1700s, and they dug a 90-mile canal out of the earth. They bricked the sides, yeah, and boats were able to go then from Bristol to London. So they get goods from America onto boats in Bristol, onto barges, and then over to London. Now, the thing that happened then is something we all know about. It was the way, it was commerce, it was business. That's why they built the canal. They wanted to sell goods in England, which came from America. That's why the canal behind me was built. That was the reason for it. Then along came steam engines. And Robert Louis Stevenson and Isambard Kingdom Brunel built railways. And they built a railway called the Great Western Railway from Bristol to London. And it's in business today. The railway from Bristol to London, Great Western Railway, built by Isambard Kingdom Brunel, runs alongside the canal behind me. The tracks were laid straight in a path behind me, just as the canal was built straight. And the thing is that trains are faster than barges. So all the goods in Bristol, which used to go on barges, were now put on trains. And the trains carried the goods from Bristol to London, which meant that the canal behind me and the barges that used it had nothing to do. Eventually, trade on the canal went down and the canal was closed. And it went into a state of disrepair because the lock behind me, this lock here, has to be maintained. Yeah, the gates need repairing, they need maintenance. And because they weren't being maintained, the canal closed. In the 1960s and 70s, though, volunteers started to repair everything on the locks. They started to renew things, renew and repair the locks. That meant that there is now a refurbished canal going from Bristol to London, and it's now used not for carrying goods, for carrying cotton. It's now used for leisure. And you can hire a boat and you can go on the canal. Now, the beautiful thing about a boat is that it only travels at 4 miles an hour. So rather than travelling at 70 miles an hour down the motorway, you're doing 4 miles on the canal, and in summer it is so peaceful. Now, I mentioned earlier that the canal was built by Irish navigators. And the Irish navigators would dig a section of the canal, but they needed somewhere to stay overnight. So they built pubs all along the canal. And the pubs were built to house the workmen, which means that now you can travel the Kennisnavon Canal behind me, and every night you can stop at a different restaurant just by walking a few hundred yards from the canal, and thousands of people go on holiday that way. Okay, I want to say a big thank you for watching me live tonight. You've been watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire in England. We've managed to talk about something different. TikTok Live is an amazing platform, and I'm grateful to be here. And I just want to say that let's just go up here. I'm trying to look for something. I can move that up there. I'm live tomorrow on this channel at 6:30 with lights, camera, action. Okay, I look forward to seeing you. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Everybody who's stopped by, Finan, hello. Diane, hello. Thank you everybody for watching. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye for now. Bye. That's a wrap. Heygen is a versatile AI video platform with a variety of business applications that can save time and money. Here are 6 ways businesses can use Heygen.
1. Creating marketing and sales videos. Heygen is an excellent tool for generating a wide range of marketing and sales videos. Businesses can use it to create product demos, explainer videos, and social media content without the need for a full production team. The platform allows users to quickly convert scripts into engaging videos with AI avatars, making it easy to create content that highlights product features and benefits, or to deliver compelling sales pitches to potential clients.
2. Localizing content for a global audience. For businesses operating in multiple regions, Heygen offers a powerful solution for content localization. The platform can translate videos into numerous languages and dialects while maintaining realistic lip syncing and voice cloning. This capability allows companies to create a consistent brand presence and communicate effectively with global teams and customers without the high cost and complexity of traditional video dubbing and production.
3. Developing e-learning and corporate training. Heygen simplifies the creation of educational and training content. Companies can use it to produce instructional videos, onboarding materials, and tutorials with AI avatars. This method is highly scalable, enabling HR and learning and development teams to quickly generate and update training modules for new hires or to communicate new policies and procedures to a global workforce.
4. Enhancing internal communications. Internal communications can be made more engaging and efficient with Heygen. Teams can use the platform to create video announcements, company updates, and leadership messages. The use of AI avatars provides a consistent and professional way to deliver information, and the ability to personalize videos for different departments or individuals can help boost employee engagement and ensure key messages are received and understood.
5. Scaling personalized outreach. Heygen's ability to create personalized videos at scale is a significant advantage for sales and marketing teams. Businesses can generate customized video messages for individual leads or clients, incorporating their name or company details into the script. This personalized approach can help increase open rates and conversion rates for sales pitches and outreach campaigns, making it a more effective strategy than generic text emails.
6. Generating ads and promotions. Heygen allows marketers to quickly produce and test a large number of video ad creatives. By using AI avatars and customizable templates, teams can create different versions of an ad to test with various audiences. This rapid creation and iteration process helps performance marketers optimize their campaigns, save time, and maximize their return on investment, ROI, by quickly identifying the most effective ad variations.